I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
It should be going live in a second now.
Good grief.
Introduction.
Yeah, you're gonna
reading.
I think you're gonna have to explain quite a few things. I think you're gonna have to explain.
What is that, Harry?
Things. You're gonna have to explain some stuff.
The explanation is that they can watch the other two videos for context.
No. Not about the story. I just mean like why this is like all gone tits up. Why this
Okay.
is,
Shit
like,
happened with one
gone
thing, and then
tits
shit
up.
happened with another thing, then shit happened with a third thing, and now the most recent shit that's happened is something happened, and now Harry is only recording, and the voice of Kylo Ren until next part will be covered by someone else.
I mean, we are streaming right now, so that I assume most of that came out.
Okay then. Hi everyone, my name is ScrappyFan92, and welcome to Storytime with Scrappy and friends. It has been a while, and we apologize for the absences, I suppose. Technical difficulties and scheduling errors happened. A lot. Harry is not recording, not voice acting today. He is recording, and that's why we have actual gameplay this time for a Star Wars reading. And as such, the voice of Kylo Ren shall be handled by Savior, who is here. Hi, Savior.
Our resident
Yeah.
renegade.
I'm finally here.
About time too.
DK rap
And this
intensifies.
time, he's in the mood.
Also with us, after like a 2-month absence, is Joey.
Hi, I'm Joe from Bootleg Raccoon. You might have seen me if you enjoy Foxhole and watch Foxhole streams on Twitch. We're experimenting with Glamesh at the moment, but I personally, after seeing it first launch, see that it's in too much of an alpha and don't think that it's going to go too far at the moment.
Also with us after a long absence is our friend Brightstar.
Hi, how's it going? Nice to be back.
It's nice to have you back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't have much to add at the moment, just kind of here.
That's fine. And yes, so not recording, not voice acting today. Harry is here to record gameplay.
Yeah, I'm alive, arguably.
And our perpetual... I'm not sure... I can't say star actor because Nova's usually here as frequently as you are. But one of our main repertory players, Tanner, is here as well.
Nova should probably consider himself lucky that he wasn't, like, here for this. Like...
Nah, fam, that was amazing. I want that to be an extra. But anyway, it's your boy or whatever. I didn't prepare a funny intro for this.
But that means we can maybe that means we could start early. No,
I mean, I laughed. Okay.
So yeah, we are resuming Duel of the Fates, the unused Star Wars Episode 9 script by Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly. Previously on Storytime, we read Duel. This is why I don't read things directly like this. Previously, Rey and the Resistance fighters narrowly escaped their base on Korlev, which exploded thanks to the First Order. And if you would like further context, please view the prior episodes from December. Because we are jumping right into it now.
Exterior, planet debris field, space. Knife 9 pursues the Falcon through the spinning pieces of a Korlev, trying to avoid collision without losing the target. The Falcon gets close to one of the planetary fragments and buzzes the surface, dodging blasts as it flies up the face of the frosted jungle mountain in space. The horizon spins as the fragment spirals above both ships, spinning out of its chaotic trajectory. Suddenly, the mountain is inverted above them with blackness of space below. Interior, Millennium Falcon cockpit. Poe fires on the jagged mountain peak, hanging above them now like a stalactite. The mountain peak blasts apart, sending projectiles spinning into the path of the pursuing craft. Knife 9, it's hit by sharp pieces of rocky mountaintop, sending it wildly off course.
We're clear! I don't know how, but we're clear. Somebody move them out.
Punch it!
Light bends ahead and they rocket into hyperspace. Interior, Knife 9 cockpit. Alarms blare as they spin out. Jadek Ren regains control, righting the ship. The Falcon is gone. Jadek approaches the electro-oxygen chamber, eyeing Hataska through the glass. Wires protrude from his mask into the main computer. He's in some kind of induced sleep.
What do you see, brother?
Jadek places a hand on the glass. Suddenly, Hataka does the same. Hand fell on the glass against Jadak's. Laurel and Ott lock on, waiting for the answer. Jadak's head tilts up. Removes his hand from the glass. Jadak's head tilts up.
Set a course for Bonadon. Set a course for Bonadon.
Exterior. Remini Core, night. Kylo's TIE silencer enters the atmosphere of a cold black planet, vented with silver. It touches down on a ridge overlooking a wide valley of obsidian-like terrain. Frozen trees in wind-swept shapes. Flows of white lava. Exterior, Remcore Fortress, night. Kylo approaches the ancient stone military battlement, consumed by time. Skeletons of fallen war beasts litter the terrain. Whatever battle happened here, it ended centuries ago. He passed empty suits of armor, robes draped over broken shields, flags fluttered in the wind. A Sith helmet on the ground, skull visible within, a reminder that while the Jedi live on, the Sith become dust. His tracking beacon flashes a single red dot. Lifeform detected. Interior, Remcore Fortress, courtyard, night. The door opens towards us, revealing Kylo, hand extended. He enters a circular chamber, stacked with broken spacecraft parts, ancient military technology, and piles of silver ore. A glowing white fire crackles in a stone pit. A voice whispers as he draws closer to the flame.
Reveal yourself.
Kylo's lightsaber. A reflex action.
I seek the Sith Master Tor Valley.
I am no master.
The mountains of junk moves. From it, as if disgusted within, disguised. Comes Tor Valon, 7,000 years old, an alien of unknown origin, spindly, intense, shrew and muscles pulled tight.
What I was once called, Tor Valum.
Kylo remains steadfast, dominant.
You trained with Darth Plagueis?
That name means nothing to me.
Kylo's lightsaber flashes in anger, settling inches from Tor Valum's taunt, leathery skin.
Does your life?
Tor Valum regards Kylo, smiling with sharp teeth.
You threaten me with death. How amusing.
You are weak. I feel nothing.
You feel what I allow you to feel, child.
The creature extends a long finger pointing to Kylo's mask.
Reveal yourself.
Kylo removes his mask. His face is vented, corrupted, worse than we remember. Tor Valam appears oddly entertained.
You wish to obtain the power of those who came before. Take your place among the gods of Mortis.
I do.
To rule the galaxy without armies, without starships.
Yes.
Yet you fear the frailty of your vessel. You need this power.
Kylo's jaw tenses. He nods.
Kneel before me.
Miraculously, Kylo kneels.
You call yourself a Sith, but the Sith are unrepentant, remorseless. You're haunted by the past, your very existence.
I have no regrets.
You lie. Until you sever yourself from the past, your fate will be the same as theirs.
Tor Valam motions to the battlefield in the valley below. Empty Jedi Knight armor, vacant Sith Marauder armor beside it, withered husks of animals and men.
The living force is nourishment. The more one consumes, the stronger one becomes. To take life is to cheat death.
The creature lifts his body with his arms and walks on them. Kylo's eyes is a strange new master.
Teach me.
Exterior, Bonadant, sunset. The Falcon descends into a valley of cylindrical mountains rising over water spouted with junk boats. This planet exists in permanent sunset, lit by its bustling nightmakers. The Falcon lands on a multi-level docking array. It feels like a tower of lily pads, a visiting ship on each. Exterior, Bonandant, docking array, sunset. Poe argues with two stumpy Langolis, Oki and Soko, at the base of the Millennium Falcon's ramp.
I know it's a Corellian light firefighter, but you're gonna say it's a Padar cruiser in the registry. That's why I winked when I gave you the money. Understand what's happening here?
Oki and chatter in the alien language, voices raising.
Okay, which one of you is in charge? Because you're both the size of children where I come from.
Rey exits the Falcon, Poe stops her.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
You can't go out like that. You look like a Jedi.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Just tone it down a little.
Hmm.
Chewie, will you straighten these guys out?
Jesus.
Chewie, your voice sounds suspiciously not like the actor who should be playing you. But whatever, I don't have time for this. I am really drunk.
Chewbacca takes over the negotiations with the Langolis. The landing pad rotates and descends, lowering the platform to water level. An elegant fluid system. Poe leads Rey toward a toothless merchant selling jewelry and robes.
How much for this one?
Rey takes out her credits, the merchant shakes her head. Closes Rey's hand around the money.
Oh, thank you. Jesus.
Chewbacca, one of the Langolis, lifted off the ground, using him as a bargaining chip against the other one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ah! Chewie! Negotiate. Persuade. Quietly.
Not insane.
Chewbacca shakes his head and whines. Exit. Bodan Night Market. Sunset.
There was a caption there for all you people who don't speak gargle, and I'm pretty sure he said, "I am."
Yeah,
Like-
fair
He's
enough.
trying his best, everyone.
It's not his fault he doesn't speak English. Ray and Poe step off a light junk boat ferry into a sensory overload of lights, smells, and tastes.
I heard furry, and that's what I'm picturing now.
Yeah, they stepped off the ferry. Anyway,
They stepped off of Joey. They were kind of piloting his ass like a Gundam, but
you what, mate?
Moving on.
Aliens and humans haggle over prices of artisan crafts and live animals. Packets of teenagers eat bizarre street food from market stalls. Kids laugh at the berserkers and street performers. A freak show hawker beckons them to a certain booth.
Come witness the froth and eye of what the heck? Loyal Karn!
They walk among the oddities and wonders, uncover Ray's colorful sari, gives her an exotic we've never seen. She uncomfortably adjusts her incognito hooded pullover.
I accidentally scrolled a bit too far. Let me get back to the page.
That's fine. I have to put this on anyway.
Alright.
Mm.
What page were we on?
49.
Okay, I'm dumb as shit and like a little drunk, which I think says more about my reverence towards this series than anything.
What reverence?
As far as I'm concerned, we should have been the original actors for using this actual script to make the real episode 9, but that's not here nor there.
God, no. Especially with this sari. It's so gross. Have you seen it? Elegance. Alright, not the word I would use, but hey, here we are.
Just because the sari's elegant doesn't mean you are. I'm kidding,
But
of course.
I
Sorry.
mean, to be honest with you, I'm enjoying this a lot more than the actual episode 9. So take that for what you will.
Save it for the end.
I feel like Poe being an alcoholic is in line with his character anyway.
It gives
I
his
like
character more depth.
I like it. You look like a
But
local.
we can discuss this later. In the meantime,
This is what the locals look like. I can't tell if they're being like decadent or just unfortunate. But I mean, you've been here before.
With my grandfather, I used to sail right out here. You've never seen so many lights.
he eyes her.
What do you remember?
Ray digs for a memory before her abandonment.
My father and I would build starships, you know, like out of wood. They could fit in your hand. They were really cute. I remember love. That's why I waited for so long. But I must have imagined it. They were no one.
Poe looks at her in the setting sunlight, wishing he could change the past for her, but unable.
No one is no one.
Ray takes that in, then she spots a trio of mech troopers scanning the crowd ahead.
What
Poe
the?
follows her eyes, puts his hand on his blaster.
No!
She pulls Poe into a market stall, eyeing them through the hanging cloth. An old female Yutai peddler barks at them to taste the spicy clawfish soup she's selling.
Oh my god. Kata-san! Nip! Nip!
No, not hungry.
She holds out the steaming ladle to Poe, encouraging.
Depi, Kata-san!
one of the mech troopers looks in their direction.
Okay, here, just...
Poe drinks from the soup ladle.
See?
His face turns red. He coughs from the intense heat. Yutai and her friends laugh.
Arno Todi?
No, it's good.
He coughs hard and getting worse. The mech trooper moves in the direction, hearing the violent coughing. Ray...
Christ!
Bad? That was a bad take.
Ray grabs Poe by the shirt and pulls him into a kiss, hiding his face behind her headscarf. The mech trooper sees the two lovers from afar, while the Thai woman applauded in the background. He moves on. Ray and Poe pull apart. He takes a moment to recover. He's never kissed a Jedi.
Did it work?
I mean, I think so? Also, could you, like, ask for my consent next time? That was weird.
Dude, we're in the middle of a crisis. Just deal, okay?
Alright,
It was the only thing I could think of.
Fine. There are some implications that I could discuss here, but they are not for this show.
Ray looks past him at the mech troopers walking away.
Oh, so that wasn't...
No!
They eye each other, wishing the Force could stop time.
We should,
Right.
you know... Yeah.
Interior, Bodan Navigator's Den. A circular room raped with colourful silks. Devoted followers sit around the edges, smoking all manner of pipes and vaporizer devices. An electrotherapist plays...
Electro-harpist!
Okay, fine.
Electrotherapy.
Same thing.
Sure. Music is therapy. Plays ethereal music. Nomi, a tiny alien child who appears... I'm drinking as well, alright, damn it. Okay.
See, I was fucking method acting the whole goddamn time.
The tiny alien child, who appears no older than 5, sits on a pillow at the center of the floor made of marbles. She consults quietly with an alien couple on the brink of divorce. They cry, touching foreheads. Ray and Poe enter through hanging beads.
Easy on the details. She doesn't have to know who or why, just what.
Nomi senses Ray and smiles past the couple in front of her.
Right, do you want to do the child voice?
A Jedi. The last.
All eyes turn to Poe and Ray.
For this, we can do it this way.
Nomi nods to the couple before her, touching these chests.
Go! You. Come, sit. The Jedi and the man.
Conspiratorial asides. In the gallery, Ray and Poe walks barefoot over the marble fitted into the stone floor.
You seek a place. A planet. Mortis is the place. Yes, I saw it in the mouth on the Jedi. Stopped. And the mind makes the picture. The Force fills the Jedi and reveals the destination.
And nods encouragingly. Ray closes her eyes and breathes. The tiny marbles on the floor rise into the talking the three-dimensional shape of the galaxy all around them.
The destination is very old. The first to know the Force. The first where the good was done. And the evil too.
Ray opens her eyes, surrounded by the floating marbles.
Which one? The destination lies within.
Trying to hurry.
The man will not speak.
Fuck you.
The marbles swirl. What? The marbles swirl above Rey, a galaxy around her.
The eyes close. Only the Jedi knows the path.
Nomi's voice grows distant as Rey falls deep into meditation. Flash to Mortis. Snows on the peak, autumn leaves in the valley below.
There, the two will meet, drawn together by the Force.
Two thrones in the rock, a well of light, pulsing from deep within the mountain below.
The dark side and the light.
A cloaked figure standing before Rey, his mask unmistakable.
There, she will make the sacrifice.
The flash of a red lightsaber, jarring violence as Kylo Ren strikes Rey down. Rey snaps out of her vision.
Oh!
Wait, what?
A flat black oval stone at the center of the marble array falls from orbit into Nomi's palm.
Sacrifice.
She hands it to a rabbit-sized astro receiver. Geb, seated at a tiny easel, he paints a star map of the chosen location.
The Jedi must go alone.
Hold on a second.
Geb, the astro revisioner, tears the drawing planetary map off his easel, limps to Rey, and hands it over.
Thank you.
Not leaving. What did she see? What did you see?
The Jedi will make the journey. The journey will answer the question.
Question! Can we just all take a deep breath and talk about this?
Rey stops at the door.
Is there another path?
Nomi looks at Rey with a wide, unreadable eyes.
There is always another path.
Area. Coruscant. Night. Rose's Phantom Hawk descends through the skyscraper canyons. The city plunges underground below them, dense and alive like roots of a tree. Interior. Phantom Hawk. Night. Finn and Rose observe through the cockpit panel.
So many people living underground. Rich folks don't spend much time thinking about what they're standing on.
Finn eyes the darkened Jedi temple in the distance.
That's it. Drop R2 and 3PO at street level.
I'm afraid in all my knowledge of Coruscant is Coruscant is limited to the upper levels. Elitist, where did you ever learn those words?
Exterior. Coruscant. Night. The Phantom Hawk rises from the streets, leaving R2 and C-3PO behind. The ship ascends on the darkest roof of the skyscraper in the Skittle stage. Lights off. Interior. Abandoned skyscraper. Night. An unfinished floor, beams and girders only. Rose and Finn open a case, fold out their grappling cannon. Thunk. Thunk. Rose bolts the gun into the concrete floor. Finn attaches the sniper scope to the muzzle of the cannon, aims at the top of the Jedi Temple spire, a quarter-mile away.
Ready?
The grappling cannon fires. Sticks. They harness in.
You don't have a fear of heights, do you? It's not the height I'm afraid of, it's hidden in the ground. So you'll be fine if we don't fall.
They unlatch and zipline 1,000 feet above the city. Interior. Jedi Temple spire. Night. Finn and Rose crash through the shattered window and unbuckle. The chamber is barely recognizable, long forgotten.
R2, you have that message ready?
Exterior, Jedi Temple Courtyard, night. R2 bleeps leading C-3PO through the decrepit court to the temple, a sad reminder of a better time.
This doesn't look like the Jedi Temple to me.
They move past oil drums. They move past oil drum fires and covertors look from the city's dwellers, the poorest of the poor.
What do you mean I stand out? Gold is not ostentatious. Leave the vocabulary to me, you glorified mechanic.
A vagabond alien steps in front of 3PO. Several others appear from behind, rubbing their hands across his wares.
Excuse me. Oh my.
A strobe light blinds them.
Hey, get away from that droid!
The dwellers scatter. The strobe shuts off, revealing the light and the audio recording came from R2-D2.
Oh, thank goodness. Don't ever leave me again.
R2-D2 leads them through a crumbled wall inside the temple, revealing the grand entrance hall. Gothic arching ceilings over a massive kyber crystal mounted like a holy sculpture. Into the temple spire, night. Rose and Finn run their fingers along the smooth walls. Rose finds a pyramid-shaped socket.
Found one.
Finn finds another identical panel across the room. He unwraps a pair of crystals, throws her one.
No!
She catches it.
5,000-year-old kyber crystal. Very rare. You hand it to me. Sorry.
They insert their crystals into the sockets.
Ready? 3, 2...
Click. The spire rumbles, the floor opens, a huge copper machine rises up. Old Republic tech around a central conducting chamber. Power flows through it, humming, grand. Then it shorts out, sparks fall, the machine goes dark.
Can't it be easy? Just one time.
Exterior, Remencore, night. A three-tusked Gronbor squeals, struggling to run in place. The animal's eyes roll back as the living force is drained into Kylo's open hand, reducing it to a husk. Kylo opened his eyes. His face has more life, his eyes brighter. Scars recorded in pounds. Tor Valon smiles, like a patient who just taught his child to ride a bicycle.
More.
There is no more. You have consumed all that remains.
A wind cuts from an ice cavern beyond. A faint glow within.
What's down there?
A virgins.
I can feel it.
There is more within. Go.
Kylo puts on his mask and enters. Interior, Virgin's Cave, night. The light from Kylo's red saber reflects in the vast walls. The cave is empty, but not silent. There is a sound from the darkness, breathing. From the shadows comes the hulking presence of Darth Vader. Kylo stands his ground, lightsaber up, unsure what is happening. Vader ignites his own weapon, swings. Kylo blocks, Vader strikes again, forcing the descendant of Skywalker to defend himself. It's a brutal fight, intense lightsaber combat between the two iconic villains. But Kylo is no match for Vader. Vader strikes him down. He screams in pain, falls to the ground. Kylo struggles to remove his mask, breathless, looks down at his chest wound. It no longer exists. He is alone. Exit, Remcore, night. Kylo staggers from his cave, angry, disoriented.
Where is Mortis?
The well of the living force, the source of the galaxy's birth.
I want to become stronger than those who came before. Where is it?
Kylo's eyes are alive, hungry.
You are not worthy of its power. Not yet.
Kylo reaches out his arm and forceholds Torvalum, delving deep into his mind.
Where is Mortis?
Torvalum's smile goes away. He grits his teeth, painted, and extracts.
Release me.
I see it.
Betrayer, I gave you knowledge.
A mountain in winter. No, fall.
I gave you everything.
I know. You've given me so much.
The light of a living force drains from Torvalum into Kylo's open hand.
Thank you.
The ancient being falls dead, reduced to a withered shell. Exterior, Bunnadan. Outside Navigator's hut. Night. Ray collapses. A powerful disturbance courses.
What is it?
He's grown stronger.
Poe looks around the market. Poe looks around the market as if Kylo is nearby.
We don't have much time.
Interior, Jedi Temple Spire, night. Sparks fly as Rose wields the broken conductor into place.
Will this old thing work with modern droids? You're asking me about the mechanics. Excuse me. You're asking me about the mechanics of a force-powered antenna. Out of your realm of out of your realm of expertise. Out of anyone's realm of expertise.
She closes the panel, flips a rusted lever, silence.
So is there like an on button or?
A light ignites within the machine.
Listen, if this goes sideways, I just want to say what?
A column of light shoots down the hollow spire. Interior, Temple Spire base, night. C-3PO lurches as the ground vibrates. A column of light from the spire above connects with the kyber crystal below. It glows. R2-D2 wheels next to the column of light and projects a hologram message directly into the data stream. Exterior, Coruscant, night. The light beam shoots up into the sky, visible for miles. The poor and downtrodden look up at the beacon, faces warmed by its light. Among them, Daddy smiles, hopeful. Exterior, deep space. The light leaves Coruscant and connects to a planet. Exterior, Agorina 6, day. Hills rise above a dense layer of palm jungle. Atop one, a 1,000-year-old receiver from the Old Republic. The light hits the receiver, disappearing within. Interior, 6 receiver, day. An old copper machine consumes the light. The gears spin and whir. Monitors come to life with Aberish code. The ancient Bendu monk rises to his feet, looks to the sky. He's been waiting for this. Lights blink and flash as the machine decodes the data stream back into an image. Leia, elegant in her white robes. Exterior, Agora 6. Settlement, day. Peasants in a bread line look up at light hitting the receiver in the distance. Suddenly, a nearby R4 unit droid beeps wildly and projects the hologram of Leia.
This is General Leia Organa of the Resistance.
The receiver sends another beam of light from its core. aligned on a different trajectory into the sky. Exterior, deep space. The beacon of light leaves the Agora system and connects to a Wevet, a light blue planet further into space. Exterior, Wevet, shipyard, day. Workers look up as the light hits a receiver perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Suddenly, every droid in the yard simultaneously projects the hologram message from the layer.
The time has come to forge a path to freedom.
Interior, Mon Cala, fish bar, day. The Mon Calamari pause to listen to the hologram emitting from several droid servers inside the floating eatery.
The forces of oppression have ruled our galaxy for too long.
Exit, Raya, day. A village of floating straw huts on water. The light hits a man-made stone tower on the horizon.
We must join together and fight. Send your fastest ships.
Exterior,
Botawui.
Botawui City, day. Muscular canine Bothans look up.
And all your warriors.
Interior, Trendoshia Palace, night. Bosk, sitting like a sultan in his den of pleasure, turns angrily towards the hologram projected from his servant droid.
Our voices will not be silenced.
Bosk looks out his window at the light connecting to a red rock spire in the distance. He clenches his fist. Exterior, Tatooine. Moisture Farm, day. Setting suns against a boy and his sister at the base of a vapor tower, watching their R6 unit play the hologram.
We can no longer live in the shadow of the First Order.
Exterior, Bodon, sunset. Ray and Poe step through a dense, captivated crowd as droids project the end of the message.
We must step into the light.
Interior, Eclipse Destroyer Bridge with the 100 deck officers. Leia step
Oh my god,
bridge.
it happened.
They're still there, mate.
Okay, that brightened my mood quite a bit, actually. I enjoyed that callback.
Watching the light connecting planets, a familiar group of resistance fighters join her, their eyes widen and hopeful. Exterior, Remcore Tundra, night. As he approaches his ship, Kylo Ren feels the light of the sky. It's visible in the stars above. He moves to a rocky overlook, closes his eyes, concentrates, holds out his hand. The rock vibrates deeply. The light in the sky halts, stops by an immovable force. Exterior space. It's frozen in place like a suspended laser blast, firming as pressure builds. Interior, Jedi Temple Spire, night. The beam grows in intensity, the receiver quakes.
Something's wrong. Go! Go!
Rose and Finn dive away as the ancient device explodes. Interior, Eclipse Destroyer Bridge. The light goes dark, the fire of revolution extinguished. Leia is overcome with an ominous feeling of loss. Exterior, Bonadan, Night Market, sunset. The holograms disappear, Ray's hope turns to alarm.
We have to get to the ship.
What is it? Ooh.
Ray is already moving, pushing through the crowd. Interior, Temple Spire, night. Rose and Finn climb from the rubble, coughing on dust.
You okay?
They're suddenly surrounded by a trio of TIE fighters, laser cannons aimed through the open arched windows.
Come on! Oh, come on! Oh gosh. Come on!
Finn clips into the zip wire. Rose grabs on. They zip away from the tower as the temple spire explodes behind them. In the courtyard below, R2-D2 and C-3PO hurry out of the collapsing temple, swallowed by a cloud of dust. Exterior, above Coruscant, night. Finn and Rose escape the fireball, but the TIE fighters turn and pursue them, blasting. Rose draws her weapon and shoots the enemy ships in midair. She shatters the front windshield of one, hitting the pilot. It spins out and crashes. Rose is grazed by a laser blast. She screams in pain. The zipline snaps as the temple spire crumbles. Rose falls into darkness.
Rose!
Finn swings into open floor and the unfinished skyscraper, struggles to unhook himself. The TIE fighters hover around the skeletal structure on either side and fire into it. Finn runs for his life as the blast ricochet off steel girders around him. He slides into a stairwell under heavy fire. Exterior, Bonadont, night market, sunset. Rey crumbles, emotional, feeling Finn's pain.
Finn.
She looks up at Poe, the crushing feeling of loss growing heavier, but Poe is looking for something behind her. Hataska Ren, through the separating crowd. Otti and Laurel Ren on either sides, menacing amidst the carnival lights and box lanterns. Rey rises, backing away from the oncoming Knights of Ren.
Okay, with you. We gotta get to the ship.
She reaches for her lightsaber.
Not here.
Rey reaches back. Rey eyes the children and peasants in the market. Poe's right, they can't take more casualties. Rey clenches her fist and force pushes everything around her. A powerful concussion blast that knocks everything away, including He flies off the edge of the market wall and plunges into the water below. Rey jumps onto the dock and unhooks a
razor
sail, powered by a Dyson-like air cannon. Get on.
Get on!
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
You're good.
Poe swims into the boat's
Can you sail?
Rey channels the force and fills the sail with the gust of wind that launches them into the bay.
Ah! We did it! Go, baby, go!
Exterior. Bonadont Bay, sunset. Poe and Rey speed across the bay towards the landing array. This boat is very fast. Something fires from above, exploding the water all around Rey, who looks up. Knife 9 speeds over the water towards them.
Get to the bow cannon. I'll drive.
Poe takes the helm while Rey activates the laser harpoon mounted on the front. She blasts away at Knife 9 with Poe, while Poe stares at them towards the Falcon's docking array. Interior, Knife 9. Hataska Ren pilots with cold precision. Jedek, Ott, and Laurel and surrounding cockpits chairs. Exterior, Bonadont Bay, sunset. The razor sail now takes fire from all sides. Rey thinks fast, turns the harpoon and shoots the sail cord. She reaches out to Poe.
Hold on!
Poe joins her and holds her on tight. The disconnected sail lifts them up like a parasailers onto the first revolving landing pad of the docking array. The razor sail hits the shore and explodes. It's a sailboat.
That happens? They have that now?
Exploding sailboats, apparently. Knife 9 banks away from the explosion but turns right around. They're not done yet. Exterior, landing platform, sunset. Chewbacca is waiting at by the ship.
Joey, we need your some attention.
An adjacent landing pad lowers into view. Knife 9 rests on it. The 4 Knights of Ren stand ominously out front, their platform raising even with their falcons. Rey activates her lightsaber.
Stand back.
Rey leaps onto the landing pad and takes them on, spinning and striking fast, outmatched but relentless. Poe and Chewbacca unload their blasters at Jedaka, who deflects with skill while firing a pistol with one free hand. Rey fights Hataka, lightsaber versus darksaber, then force pushes him off the edge of the landing array. He falls at 50 feet into the next pad below. Ott and Laurel stay on her, moving in coordination as unseen hive communication, keeping their deadly attack in sync. Ho and Chewie can't get a shot on Jedek. His blaster fires fast, fully automatic. Poe is grazed. He screams in pain on Rey and the Knights.
Oh, Jesus!
Rey hears Poe's scream. It brings rage. She kicks Laurel away, buying him Ott. She slices through him, dropping him cold. Then she spins on Laurel, is out, and force pulls him into her lightsaber, impaling him. A ghostly screech as her attack returns, swinging one. Rey disconnects her double saber and blocks his strike. One saber blade still impaled in the Lol's chest, the other clenched with Hataska. Beneath the Falcon, Chewbacca prepares Jedek Rem with peppers at Jedek Rem with bowcaster fire. Jedek struggles to deflect the shot while Chewbacca advances. He reaches Jedek, grabs him by the neck, and the landing pad. Then he lifts bowcaster and fires, hitting Jedek in midair like a clay pigeon.
Ah, dang.
Hataska strikes at Rey. Brutal swings, his dark saber sparking when it hits the concrete. He grazes her. She drops her lightsaber and falls back unarmed. Unarmed. Hataska stands over her, raises his darksaber for the kill. When he does, Rey gets a good look at his mask. Dark figures in the rain, voices screaming. Lightning flashes, revealing Hataska Ren. Exterior. Bodan, docking array, sunset. This vision stirs a deeper, vengeful anger in Rey, one she explain but knows to be true. Hataska brings his saber down, but she extends her good hand, teeth clenched, eyes burning. Purple force lightning flows from her fingertips. Hataska Ren's skull flashes with his element as the electricity destroys him. The body falls, smoking. Rey rises. Poe and Chewbacca are watching her, disturbed.
I had no choice.
Okay. Can I do that, right?
Wondered.
I've seen that mask before. All of them.
Poe and Chewie head for the Falcon, but Rey does not follow.
Rey, let's go.
No. No, you can't go where I'm going.
This was the plan!
The Resistance needs you. Finn and Rose need you.
Rey, get on the ship, please.
You have to leave this place.
I'm not leaving you!
Rey knows what she has to do. Hates it.
You will leave this place, and you will go back to help the Resistance.
that come in?
No.
No.
Not do this.
She approached Poe, directly bushes her fingertips over his bleeding forehead.
We'll leave this place, and you'll go back to helping resistance.
No. Can't.
Poe feels his mind slipping away from him.
You will leave this place, and you will go back to help the resistance.
Ray takes Poe's face in her hand and kisses him. When she pulls away, Poe looks distraught, saddened.
I have to leave this place. I have to help the resistance.
Poe turns and walks up the ramp. Chewbacca follows. BB-8 looks up at Ray, ever faithful. She's purposefully cold.
Go!
BB-8 beeps it mournfully and follows them on board. Ray watches as the Falcon's ramp rises, obstructing Poe and Chewbacca from her sight. Strangely, as it closes, Poe holds up a hand goodbye, his sentience breaking through the mind trick. The Falcon raises into the sky, Ray's sari robes are whipping up in the wind. Interior, Knife 9, sunset. Ray enters the cockpit, places Nomi's hand-drawn map on the console, rests her lightsaber on top of it. Her left hand is cut and bleeding. She wraps it with a sash from her sari, then removes the civilian robes to reveal the White Warrior's clothing beneath. She catches her reflection in the mirror. A Jedi. Exit. Bonadon. Landing array. Sunset. Knife 9 raises into the air and rockets into space. Interior. TIE silencer. Night. Kylo Ren leaves Remcor's orbit. Mask off. A holocron transmission from the Hux appears on his dash.
Supreme Leader, the Resistance attempted to override the communications blockade.
Do you really not know who stopped them?
Huck's face betrays him. He didn't know.
Such treachery cannot stand. We must respond swiftly.
Our empire is strong. Show them.
Your absence emboldens them. If you've acquired the power you seek, show it.
Snoke was right about you, Hux. Without faith, you serve only yourself.
Kylo shuts the holocron off, sets new coordinates manually, blasts into lightspeed. Interior, Eclipse Destroyer with the 100 deck officers. Bridge, space. Leia looks out at the blue swirl of hyperspace.
General, we're approaching the rendezvous point.
Leia makes a decision.
Prepare an Imperial shuttle. I'll need a valid code clearance.
But we're light years from...
Did I fucking stutter?
Yes, General.
Connix exits. Sorry. Connix exits, leaving Leia alone. She removes the General's bars from her robes, pulls a hood over her head.
He's in pain.
She responds to Luke as if he speaks to her often.
I feel it too.
Luke's Force Ghost steps forward at her side.
He'll soon be more powerful than our father.
And so will she.
She feels too much. Love. Anger.
Don't we all?
Why the Jedi live in isolation. Pain of loss only leads to the dark side.
I've lost everything and everyone, but I'd still choose to love.
Leia regards her brother, missing him.
Trust her instincts. She may not follow the path of the Jedi, but she is our only hope.
Exterior, Coruscant. Underground, night. Finn sneaks out to the skyscraper, bleeding, disoriented. Voices echo, flashlights searching for him, bearings lost. Down the alley, stormtroopers on ATLT's single rider walkers scan the dark with floodlights. A small light up ahead. He ducks into shadow. A stormtrooper, RK-514, approaches, scanning the tunnel with his blaster-mounted flashlight. Finn appears beside him, shoves a handheld device in the back of his neck and stuns him. The stormtrooper collapses. Finn confiscates his weapon and holds him at blaster point.
Look at me.
The stormtrooper moans, half conscious.
Take off your helmet.
The trooper follows the order. His eyes are scared, disillusioned, vulnerable.
What do you remember? How far back?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I guess you're not. I guess I'm doing the voice then.
Do you remember when you were taken? Remember your parents?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You remember everything. Conditioning camp. Blind fires.
It was training.
That's what they tell you.
Finn's face finds the light. RK-514 recognizes him.
You're him. The traitor.
That's right. We're brothers. All of us.
Finn tosses the stormtrooper's helmet out of reach.
Give me your comm link.
RK-514 hands him the first order comm.
Not what they said it would be, is it? The things we're ordered to do. It's not right.
RK-514 takes that in. Horn breaking.
You had a name once. Do you remember it?
Mm-mm.
Get a name. That's the first step.
Finn shoulders RK-514's blaster and kicks open the sewer grate.
Then what?
Find something worth fighting for.
Finn drops into the dark sewer, leaving RK-514 changed.
Yeah, I guess we can. Seems like we have people have to kind of leave now. I guess.
Oh, do we have to stop her?
I mean, I've got to do something real quick.
What chapter? What page do we stop at?
75.
Okay, how many? That's pretty good. How many pages are left? Like 100 and something.
Like 130.
100.
50.
Between 90 and 100.
Wait. So wait, how long can you stay bright?
I'm still good for like at least another hour.
Oh wow.
Oh well,
Oh.
all right. I don't think we were gonna go for a whole another
Actually,
hour,
no,
but
wait, actually no, I'm getting my math completely backwards. It's something like 30.
So
No,
30
you
more
have
until we're
Yeah,
done,
60
or
actually.
30 more pages until we're done?
Sorry,
60.
no, 60.
closer to 60.
60. Okay.
Pick
Yeah,
a
yeah.
number.
We're on
Yes,
page
alcohol and math.
21.
The hot new game.
I was gonna say, because like this doesn't sound like it's near the end.
It's Star
Alright.
Wars. It'd probably surprise you.
I mean, it's the beginning
So-
of the final act.
Yeah, it seems like.
Joey,
it seems
you
like
have
it's
to go
getting-
do something.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah, but I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
there's like
Alright, then.
53. There's like 53 more pages left till we're done.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's like
I
getting.
I can do math.
Yeah.
I'm
it's-
sorry for stepping out. I kind of feel like a dipshit for that.
You shouldn't. You didn't miss anything.
Oh my god, it cut
Right, so
out, so it
if
sounded
we
like you said
cut
you
this for a
should.
5-minute break, and then we can all sort out something, and then we can be back. We can do probably another 10, 15 pages.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sounds good.
Alright, well, I'll be
Whatever
back for
works.
that then.
Yeah, whatever works for you guys.
I'm going to get snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of be chilling.
Like, well, since we're taking a break, I'm also gonna step out since I got laundry.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I actually have a few things to do. Can you guys, like, you guys can hit me up because I do have a few things to do.
That's fine. Yeah, you guys can do that.
I've returned.
Well, basically just
So.
when on the others at the moment. So
In the meantime, I guess discuss the story so far.
I mean, is it just us right now? I don't know who's like actually here.
Yeah, it's just us.
I mean, this is, I said it before, but this is way more interesting than the actual movie we got.
Oh, definitely.
I like how they're actually going into like all as much into the lore as possible. Like it's going into like all the eras.
And how everything has had a lasting effect, and it's not just
Yeah.
been... We were here at this point in time, but now that part of the galaxy doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
I also thought that Poe and Ray's love story, that wasn't going to really go anywhere, and it was just going to be like, haha, yes, they like each other every now and again, but it's actually really hitting in.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it was established earlier in the series, like sometime in what was supposed to be the second movie.
Yeah. Thing with that is that like you could tell they were dancing around it a lot because they couldn't decide where to go with it.
I mean, there's also a couple of external factors between Disney and some other groups, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually really interesting, and it's a massive shame that the writer got I don't even remember what happened with the writer as to why it was replaced with Abrams.
Yeah, I would have much preferred this. Cause, like, hey,
I mean, don't get me wrong. The 2.5 hours of space still happened,
yeah,
but this would have fixed it. They would have taken what happened in the 2.5 hours of space and then made them worth our time.
yeah, yeah. Like, I feel, when I watched, like, Rise of Skywalker, I just feel nothing.
And also, the third movie should have been called From His Nap.
Oh, that's amazing. The Force Awakens The Last Jedi from his nap. That would have been perfect.
Fucking funny, mate.
I like that I like how the script is actually like making these characters actual characters as well. Like they're actually doing a lot of things and aren't either put to the sidelines or just nothing characters.
I mean, in my opinion, and this is an opinion,
Yes.
that does not make this fact. I always thought that in the first film, that Poe was more of a leading character than Rey ever was.
No, I'd agree with that.
The second film focused on Poe as a side story, and then Rey was tossed to the sidelines and whatever the fuck that garbage was.
Yeah.
Again, my opinion on that film is an opinion.
Yeah, I mean the thing with the problem with Episode 8 is that there were like pretty much a side story for the three main characters, but none of them were that interesting.
Yeah. That thing shouldn't have even taken place in space.
Yeah.
It can open up with a space battle, but if then they got pulled out of hyperspace instantly by whatever that massive ship was,
Yeah.
and then the main cast went aboard, dealt with Snoke, but Snoke escaped and kept him as the main villain.
Yeah. Snoke should have been the main villain. Like he shouldn't have just been killed like that.
So what they should have done was they should have snuck on with the Millennium Falcon with some cloaking tech, which you could have sci-fi'd your way into saying, "Oh yeah, we installed Mon Calamari cloaking Falcon because it's modern enough already. Why not more mods?"
Yeah.
So then they sneak on, open up the docking port with a hack or something, because there's a hacker on board.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
So all the characters and the new character, they invade onto the ship. You have a middle end bit of Star Wars Episode 7 going on. So instead of being yanked on by frickin' what's his name, they sneak on and force their way in and use the Millennium Falcon as basically a battering ram troop transport.
Yeah.
Fight with a bunch of red shirts in the main hangar bay until they take control. Push through into the throne room. Still have that scene with where they're fighting the guards, and have that scene where Poe has his interaction with Phantasma, or whatever it was.
I don't even remember her name.
Have Snoke eject last second, and then finish the battle on Hoth anyway, because that's where they're nearby. Scrappy's here just listening to my opinions.
Oh, is he actually here?
Apparently.
I just got back.
Oh, okay.
Sup, Tanner? I'm talking about how episode 8 should have gone.
No, I heard a bit of it and I was going to agree, especially on Snoke. I feel
Yeah.
Snoke was one of the most. Well, that and I really liked Finn as a character in TFA. I thought he had the most potential, and that
Yeah.
he basically spends the duration of the succeeding movies doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a Finn is like probably the most underused that's the character that has like the most missed potential I've seen in a while.
I mean, isn't one of the two main characters in a coma in episode 8?
Yeah, that's Finn.
What a waste of a character.
Yeah.
What a waste of a
No,
great
absolutely.
actor.
Yeah. Like the idea
And
of
to be fair, the guy who was playing Finn is a damn good actor, by the way.
Also, he's a great guy in general. Like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you've seen
Yeah.
some on Twitter or on interviews, he just seems like a really funny, charismatic guy.
No, apparently like he
I want to see that actor in another high-profile film.
yeah. Apparently he's gone on record saying like, yeah, Disney could have done a lot better. Like
It's just a bunch of political bullshit. Mostly, anyway. So as I was saying, to finish off what I was saying of how episode 8 should have gone, not changing the plot too much. Like, so... They escape on the Millennium Falcon again, with all the remaining survivors of the Resistance and all the main characters that no shit they don't die.
yeah.
They go on to Hoth and find what's left of the snow speeders and all the other rebellion tech. And they land there looking for Snoke, but Snoke's true ambitions for escaping, because he himself knew for a fact that he could have single-handedly destroyed them all, but then that massive starship they were chasing had an opportunity to escape, seeing as his ship was being destroyed in the process and they couldn't have prevented it from going back into hyperspace. So with the rebellion thinking he's on the run, they land on Hoth, regain their tech, start up all their ancient sensors and shit, and look around for him, only to get ambushed by the rest of the Imperial Navy that was slower than the Super Star Destroyer. Then you can still have that then you can finish it with that massive... Using those hunks of junks, they could be using like Y-Wings, X-Wings, Snow Speeders against all the frickin' Imperial gear.
It'll be like this is where most of the movie's budget went, kind of thing.
Yeah. And you could have it like Episode 2 Clone Wars Super Battle, like they had in the backgrounds.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool.
And that would have been so fucking cool. And then you could have killed off a main character there. I don't have an idea of who the main character died, but like, give the rest of the main heroes something really worth fighting for. They've lost one of their own. They've lost kin.
Yeah.
Like, they can defeat the First Order in that position and escape with their losses. But then they've felt some serious loss, individually and as a whole. They need time to recuperate, rebuild, and then you could do episode 9 after that.
Yeah.
Because episode 9 doesn't start off, well, this episode 9 doesn't start off with them strong.
Yeah, my problem
It starts
with,
off with them doing surprise attack and somehow getting a Star Destroyer. And even they're shocked about it, but they're like, fuck yeah, Star Destroyer. And 100
right.
deck officers.
that's the most important thing. If you have all the deck officers, then you
You
just
have to
win.
have 100 deck officers, and they all have
they
to be
put those in
active.
the pamphlet. So it's your choice. If you were annoyed by it, that's your own fault.
Yeah, my problem with JJ's movies is that a lot of it,
Bland.
yeah, a lot of it is just
It's fucking raw.
like spectacle over
No lab
substance.
sauce.
Well, no, that's the thing about Abrams is he is a good director, but in terms of writing, especially with Star Wars, I appreciate his reverence towards the franchise, but it's almost the opposite problem that Ryan Johnson has. It honestly feels like I'm reading bad fan fiction when
Yeah.
I'm watching this stuff.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
He knows where to put people when he has a good writer at his back. But when he's the writer, he doesn't know where anything should go.
No.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And it just sort of cobbles together as just not a well-written story at the end.
I think the big problem is that he doesn't seem to have that many original ideas and kind of just piggybacks off like things already established and just kind of makes a remake more or less.
That is what I was gonna say. Especially noticeable. Wait, did he write TFA as well or no?
He wrote episode 7 and 9, yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say a lot of The Force Awakens is just A New Hope, which is not a point that is original. But
Yeah.
As someone who's had to watch the movie 7 times, like multiple times just because you watch a Star Wars movie about 3 or 4 times, but then having to watch it another 3 times in a row because of the media course I was doing. It's budget The Force Awakens. No, Force Awakens is budget episode
4.
4.
Yeah. It's like. Yeah. I think the problem, another big issue I have is that he tends to find that bigger means better. So we have like the Death Stars is like, look how big a Starkiller base is, and then episode 9, let's just have like thousands of Star Destroyers with planet destroying weapons. It's like.
It's
You
like
don't need to do that.
Like barely what is left of what exists as a Sith. Just pull that shit out of their ass because they got micro Death Stars attached to them. Apparently,
Yeah, I think it's okay.
It's so dumb.
Like it's okay to like lower the stakes a little bit. Like I'm so tired of these planet destroying weapons because they just. It's been done to death at this
now, why
point.
did Palpatine blow up that planet? I actually am confused as fuck as to why he did that or what it would contribute to his plan.
The thing I remember, I actually saw
You know
a
what would have
video.
been way cooler? No, listen. All right. To that point in a minute, because
Yeah.
I think I know what point you're making about the planet killers are dumb.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it was-
that video.
Yeah, Space
yeah.
Dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I recommend it. Okay, so if instead of here's a massive fleet of 10,000 Sith Star Destroyers with freaking Death Star cannons on them, and I'm going to scatter them across the galaxy and just destroy everything, despite that's really fucking dumb.
Like, what are you gonna do after that? Like, you're gonna roll stars, like just blank space.
Imagine if he had a school for training Sith, like Luke Skywalker was doing, except it was successful. Like, yeah, there were random murders in the frickin' camps, but that just made top-of-the-class students where they were killing each other, and they all had to sleep with an eye open.
Yeah. My other
Like-
issue with wait,
If that was like the big bad, or it's like a new generation of Sith trained by Palpatine himself, or instead of Palpatine, Snoke, and Snoke isn't a clone of Palpatine.
that is so stupid.
Like, so Snoke's training his own freaking group, while he's also running the First Order from the shadows by manipulating fucking Kylo, and it's like that would have been great.
Yeah. Man, screw the sequel trilogy, dude.
Wow, I've
can't-
not been saying that long, have
I kind of hate it, right? Like, the more I think about it, the more I hate it.
I'm 3 siders
back.
in, and in the middle of a freaking fanfiction reading of a script, and I'm coming up with a better sequel trilogy with pretty much the same plot.
Yeah.
Fuck the sequels.
You done, Joey?
Yeah, I'm done. But 7 had promise, but after 7, it was
Yeah.
just dumpster fire. Alright, so we can start again. What line were we on?
I think, well, we need Bright to be here as well. And Xavier, I don't know where those two are.
At least for
The joke is
10
on
minutes.
you. I have never left.
Oh.
I was gonna make a comment like she has no idea what the fuck we're talking about, but I kept quiet.
I
By the
really
way, that
didn't, but it's okay.
By the way, everyone, that was the Star Wars podcast episode that we said we might do at one stage. It's done now. It's included in a different show entirely, but fuck you. We're not touching it again.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna hold you to that, Joey.
Yep, I'm cool with that. No more
So I
prequels.
never want to hear you talk about it again.
You can hear me talk about it as a joke, but it's never going to be serious past this because we've said all we need to say on Star Wars at this point.
Mm.
And just to cover my bases, originals are great as meme films and are great now because they came out a long time ago on memes. The prequels, the originals were great for the time. They fall short with modern standards, but they're still quality and quintessential cinematic masterpieces. The sequels, hot garbage.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like if we
Let's
go on more, we're gonna make some anime, so...
It's already too late for that, but are we ready to read?
They already fight a war as my primary content.
I'll just
Save
put
your
it,
mouth
I'm sorry that I didn't contribute much to that discussion.
I'll just put a disclaimer out. It's okay to like the sequels. We're not gonna kill you if you like them.
Yeah,
You can like whatever you goddamn please. If you can give me good reasons as to why you like the sequels, I'll probably think, yeah, those were good parts of the sequels.
Yeah.
I just don't like it as a product. And that's my problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically.
Where is Savior?
Well, seeing as we're waiting for Xavier and I've said my piece, Tanak can say what he wants to say on Star Wars.
Oh dear gravy.
Seeing as we're completely covering it at this point.
No.
Understood.
Have a nice day.
Star Wars machine broken, have understood,
yeah,
have a nice day.
Understandable.
No, but also,
Yeah.
Is the other McDonald's ice cream machine working?
Now, I don't want to talk about Star Wars, but...
Now, I'm not saying that I'm a racist. No, I'm not gonna
You never start a conversation with that.
I'll save that.
Okay, so, and my favorite words. I've made this joke like 5 times. There needs to be a word that replaces, like just...
Fuck, my computer just,
That's-
closed itself.
So, hi everyone, we will, once Duel of the Fates is done, in 10 years, we will try and go back to short-form stories for a brief while we try to regain our bearings.
Yeah, because like all the stuff I read is long form, so yeah.
I enjoy having a nice... Go on.
If you want a short fan fiction, there's a Rogio Works vampire fan fiction that's
God.
exactly 3 letters long.
I don't know if it still
Oh, no.
exists. I don't know if it still exists.
I think the guy's actually written it, and that's why we can't find it.
Yeah, because it's just
Are
It
the
either
3
got
letters...
deleted by mods, or it actually got written.
yeah, because I looked up the story that you said the name of it was, and it was like this whole full story now. So I don't know if it was a different thing or just the same
I
one.
think
but
I
changed.
think it's this thing, but it actually got written, and it's not just sk.
I love the reviews that you read out. It's like,
Wait,
what are
we
these?
talking about?
It's like, fascinating set of words. So, what does this mean? I must know.
I crave more. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, he got positive feedback on 3 letters. That's more than I can ever say I've achieved.
Tanner, for context, and I have very little of it, it's apparently just a very, 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 very formerly short form Rosario plus vampire fan fiction.
Can't remember the title offhand, but I remember that it was exactly 3 letters and it spelled sk.
It's like Love and a Vampire or something.
Yeah. Look, I wanted to read some crappy shipfic, but that exceeded my expectations.
Oh, if we ever need like if we ever need a placeholder for anything, I can find like a bunch of troll fics and like shit fics if you ever need a placeholder.
I mean, we did
Like,
Batman
if you
Dark
can
Knight.
find like non smutty freaking shipfics.
Yeah, or if you ever need another Darker Knight, I can find that.
Oh dear.
Maybe down the line, but I don't think it should be like a main thing for this series.
Alright, I've got an idea. It's basically Deadpool's Dark Secret, and it's 3 letters wrong, and it's
Duh!
What? What? What
That's
did
the
you-
entire book. It's just that it's titled Deadpool's Dark Secret.
Okay.
Oh, DAE.
See, you can work with that actual title. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I can see that both being sincere and a gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all I've got so far is first 3 letters. It's de. You can work on it. It's yours, mate. It's yours.
What was that one thing we wanted to do for an episode? I'm trying to remember. There was a premise.
Mega Man comic reading.
No. For Deadpool, it was something that was really funny. Because I watched Lindsay Ellis do a video about it, and it made me want to do it. Oh, the Omegaverse trials. I wanted to make an episode of Deadpool about the Omegaverse trials. Do you guys want me to explain that later?
Later.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, with any luck, I will have my next Mario chapter written. It won't be written in time, but with any luck, we'll get back into that maybe. Like, it'll be a little weird to go from Mario to Star Wars, then to Mario again, but...
With any luck, our book will be written by the end of the year.
We can find like one-shots of other series in the meantime.
Other series? What are you talking about? This is just some Scrappy and occasional Star Wars show.
I mean, you could find a story that actually has a Scrappy-Doo.
I know one story I read a decade ago that I'd have to read it again to see if it holds up, but...
I did do that one with the baby Scrappy.
Yeah,
I think I know a Spyro fanfiction that was alright.
Oh, I've never read a Spyro fic before, so I don't know what that entails.
Like, I'd have
The
to find it.
majority-
Apparently, it's like the Spyro fanfiction, and I never read it all the way through. But I think it's finished now.
What's the premise?
It takes place after the third The Legend of Spyro series.
Oh, okay.
That's what the majority of... When I was on fanfiction.net in my peak of 2008, that's what the majority of Spyro fanfiction was about.
Okay, that makes sense. So, is
Are
it...
we continuing the episode, or is it over, right?
I assume
Where's
it's...
Xavier?
Yeah, we're just waiting for Xavier. I don't know where he is.
Apparently Brightstar has to leave, so maybe we
Oh.
should just call it off here.
I mean, we could call it here, and because we found a decent space to stop anyway,
Yeah.
who
I
knows
mean,
where
yeah,
we'll find another.
that's fine.
And we'll have to hug Xavier and say everything's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, we don't want him to feel bad that we
20
stopped
minutes
before.
left in me, so if you need to keep going, I do not mind.
Yeah, but Xavier's not here.
I mean, if you need to go, you need to go. You need to go, so...
Listen,
Well, doesn't need to go until 20 minutes, but it's like, if Xavier's not back in 20 minutes, then...
Yeah.
What? Xavier comes in at the very last second, and we read
Yeah.
5 lines, and then we're just
Yeah!
Yeah, get in.
Sopranos.
like, you did it!
Overact those 5 make it like, yes, get in.
You have to go in and post.
Fuck, I
and you
think
have-
they're
for
all
those
mine.
last 5 lines, you have to add like a full orchestra choir.
Dun, 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 dun.
Really jack up the fucking budget.
What budget?
No,
Ha!
give it a budget. Whoa.
Exactly.
Mine.
The budget I spent on this recording setup that isn't even very good, you mean?
Yes, that one.
Do you want to know my recording setup? Okay, if I combine the value of everything, so modern day value would be 25 of 200, that's freaking, let's say that was 1,000 when it got bought, so that's 1,000 with monitor, so that's all tossed in. So that's 1,200, 300. Let's say £1,350 is my current rig. Brand new. When it was released, like 5 years ago. Including keyboard, mouse, and headphones.
I mean, I'm still running on a laptop, so my mic setup's fucking garbage.
I'm on my phone.
I'm using like £200 headphones, so. It's like $230. That should be $260 because. Is he here?
I don't believe so.
Is it safe? Is it safe?
I
Actually-
can't-
Trilogy.
I'll just say it outright.
Aye.
Mm.
Say what outright?
I'll just say outright, I killed him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dang, what did he do to you?
You
Look,
tried to be top.
I just want to have conversations with people who speak in something other than memes, so it got a little tiring,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't fucking take it anymore.
No.
Listen,
Too much
it's
silver
alright.
gun. Too much silver gunner.
Yeah. Remember, he's the false meme lord. He attempted to take my title. I just hid away until he finally was sacrificed to the name of good. Finally, you have unleashed my true power, and I can bestow you with my meme collection.
Oh no.
Christ,
For too long, I have been I have hid away in the shadows, and now I can unleash it once more.
I can smell this sentence.
You can smell this sentence.
Yeah.
Savior, get in here before things go horribly wrong.
They haven't already? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh no, you want things to go wrong. Right. I'm inebriated enough to say there's no regrets. I remember one time I came up with a joke. The C's Brain dating game.
Oh god, I remember this.
I remember this.
It was the stupidest thing I've said.
No,
Hey.
no. I specifically remember this.
Ay, no, no thank you.
So basically, all the main commentators are C's Brain characters, right? And you play as a new person who's just joined C's Brain, and you have to woo all of us.
Sounds like a punishment.
Yeah.
And you have to, so you have to pick the person at the beginning that you want to woo, because all of C's Brain somehow got money together. Don't ask how we did it, even the game doesn't know. And we all went to some convention somewhere on a tropical island, right?
I have returned.
That-
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, hey,
Oh, good. We can stop talking about this.
yeah, exactly.
Please don't make this into a meme, Bright Star.
No, please do. I'm all over this. I'm all over this. All you have to do is to woo me is just bring like a 12-pack of Four Loko and be dressed as Adagio.
And a couch.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Anyway.
now Scrappy's back. We can stop talking about the Caesar Brain dating sim coming to Steam never. When
means
you
now
code
Xavier's
it
back.
and get our permission and our freaking
Like,
profile
Okay.
picture.
Mo, if it existed, it would just be a bunch of stick figures.
It was.
Stick
And this
figures
is
with a
what-
freaking name over a t-shirt. It's like, yeah, boy. I'd happily voice myself in a shitty fucking dating sim.
Oh, trying to, like, hearing you, like, act all
Yes,
seductive,
please
like, good God, no.
Alright, Harry doesn't edit these, so that's not going in post.
Oh, but
it's
it's totally good. For context, everyone, Brightstar just depicted her witness of what
That
we
game would
You're
give people
welcome.
nightmares.
Very
It would give people
grateful.
fucking nightmares.
Just looking in the mirror, just like, is this what my love life is gonna be like?
Stick figures, mate.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Moving on.
Moving on to the actual reading, because we don't have much time to read another page. Alright, what line were we on?
Interior First Order Capital, page 75.
Alright, 75. Interior, First Order Capital, Inquisitation Chamber, day. Chancellor Hux for a prisoner strapped to a vertical torture rack. Rose.
Are you comfortable? What the heck is that voice? Are you comfortable?
British.
Oh yeah, I have one of these at home. You changed the Stolen Destroyer's signature code so we couldn't trace it. Give me the new codes. You know, they told me to pick something easy to remember, like Life Day, but... You think this is funny? Very well.
Hux holds out his hand, shuts his eyes, concentrating deep.
Are you trying to use the Force on me? Be quiet. Oh no, see, you're not special. I mean, at all. Shut up!
He calms his fury, restraining himself.
We have other ways to extract information.
Hux opens a glass door to reveal electric torture device. New tech built to work quickly. Rose braces for a more painful kind of defiance. Exterior. Olafon, dawn. Leia's shuttle descends among plumes of earth-hurled steam, shooting up like skyscrapers from surface cracks. Aliens soak in sulfur baths. Slur bath. Sweating from the steam.
I have some jokes.
Nice. Interior, Olafon Village Street, day. A trio of drunken First Order officers, oh nice,
Hey, what's up?
stumbles down from a side street on leave. Two hold up the blistered further, singing.
Say it how my mother said it!
A white-robed figure walks past them. We glimpse Leia's face as she maneuvers through the enemy's midst. She eyes an unmarked door lit by a single lamp. When the coast is clear, she heads in. Interior, Olafon Karabet Club, day. Classy smoke-filled lampshades on every table. No customers left. Only alien servers cleaning up and cashing out. A slovenly band manager divides up credits between a pair of quad-armed Zentos at the two pianos on stage. The servers leave their night's take to be counted by the owner. Lando Caristian, 70, smooth as ever. Leia's shadow falls over the pile of credits.
It smells like cigarette smokes and depression in here. A man in his element.
Lando looks up, smiles big.
La-
Oh dear. Leia!
Lando is quickly on his feet, brings her hand to his lips.
Alright.
The band manager eyes them from the stage.
You shouldn't be seen here.
For your sake or mine.
Both.
Hey. Still got it.
Get him, fam. Interior, Oliphant Cabinet Club, private lounge, day. Lando pours a warm cup of tea. It's Lando, he should be pouring wine.
Clientele are mostly first order, but what can I do? The grip of this empire is tighter than the last. Smuggling's a matter of life and death.
Yes, but I need your help.
Leia.
We need ships, we need pilots, you know, every smuggler in the galaxy.
Look, I promise. Pardon?
We need every deck officer you have in your contacts.
Open up the little black book of tiny, insignificant men.
Look, I promise, Han, I'd take care of you if something happened.
Oh, you'd take care of me.
I know.
Oh, I
deserve
guess you
better.
still got it. Hey.
I know, you deserve better. Helping your new friends crash into the First Order's machine isn't what he would have wanted.
Leia. Lando. I'm getting on in age. Leave me alone. That's besides the point. The galaxy needs you.
Lando eyes something of concern on the cabinet floor. A trio of stormtroopers talking to a skeezy band manager. They look up in Lando's direction. He takes Leia's hand and heads for a private elevator.
Remind me to never make promises.
Interior, Olaf 1, docking bay, space. Lando brings Leia to her shuttle, ready for departure.
You need to go. I can't protect you here.
Come with me. Fight with us.
We won a war once already. What good did that do?
We proved it could be done.
Leia, I'd do anything for you.
Lando puts a loving hand on Leia's cheek, leans forward and kisses her tenderly on the forehead.
I'm sorry.
In the shuttle. Leia watches Lando grow small as the shuttle flies away, his cape dusting behind him.
Rey, help us.
Exterior, deep space, day. Rey drops out of lightspeed to find herself in swirling clouds, half red, half blue, an ominous violent atmosphere surrounding a black circle, the galactic void. Suddenly, the navigational equipment blinks out, the ship rattles, alarm sound. Rey braces herself, calculates for the light speed, and makes the jump into the void. The stars streak into infinite starlight 8 lines ahead, then twist and bend as she passes through the black hole. Rey's face becomes an echo of itself, in 15 places at once, like the microwave on the
Mirror cave.
I'm making mac and cheese, and nobody can stop me.
It's a fucking black hole, it might as well be a microwave. Nearly subliminal flashbacks. Finn taking her hand on Jakku. Han Solo handing her a blaster on Takodana. Kylo reaching into her mind on Starkiller Base. Leia smiling fondly on her return to Dequa. Luke taking the lightsaber on Achateau. Snoke snarling at her in the moments before his death. Poe yowling out her name on Bo-Katan. Hataska rends her force-electrified mask until it all stops. Rey opens her eyes. There is a planet ahead, no stars visible around it. Only deep black. Heavy clouds swirl over the third. Another third is a rich green, another orange and red. Suddenly the power drops out. Lights on the dashboard go dark. The ship goes into freefall. Exterior, Mortis, Western Woods, day. Knife 9 skims over treetops and crash lands in a riverbed. Tiny fish leap out the water and run away. Rey pries herself out of the wreckage and sloshes to land. She looks back at the smoking ship, not turning back. She hikes into the leafy forest, summer turning to fall at an accelerated pace around
Dude,
her.
the forest is so fucking cringe.
I know, right? The trees...
It leafy for it, never mind.
A towering mountain ahead, a temple barely visible at the summit. The valley below is alive with autumn orange and yellows and reds. She journeys on. Exterior, Mortis, Eastern Plateau, day. Kylo's silencer lands in a clearing of dead trees, no leaves on the branches, covered in snow. He looks up at the mountain ahead, visibility is low. A natural stone bridge over a deep precipice. Tall granite on either side are vaguely shaped in the primitive faces. It feels like a gate. A whisper on the wind swirls around him, fluttering his cape in the air. The force is strong here. He journeys on. Exterior, Coruscant, Imperial Boulevard, dawn. Empty, silent. R2-D2 and C-3PO emerge from abandoned buildings, two small figures allowed by the desolate urban landscape. R2 beeps.
I agree, R2. We may not survive this time.
A shadow falls over them both. A battalion of First Order transports sends through the morning mist. They touch down, releasing an army of brute troopers. Thick, muscular mercenary forces, chrome armor and masks reminiscent of Phantasma. These guys make the stormtroopers look like the neighborhood watch.
I think this is about as good a time as any to end.
I'll be honest, I am really tired.
Yeah, it seems like a good place just this.
I want to say one thing before I go. I don't know why, but I feel like I want to call the Brute Troopers Fruit Loopers, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That sounds like a homophobic slur.
I just,
Oh god.
I thought of a really buff Toucan Sam, and I was like, I really
The
want
Virgin
cereal
Tony
now.
the Tiger versus the Chad Toucan Sam.
That's incredible, and I am here for it.
Yeah.
Mate,
God,
Tony the
Toucan
Tiger's already
Sam
a gay
lives rent free
icon.
in my head.
Oh no.
Tony the
Dude,
Tiger.
great.
Yeah, he's a furry icon.
Yeah, but we're not
Fucking
talking
God.
about that.
Wow.
We're not talking about that until after we cut the stream.
Oh my
That implies we're talking about it at all.
Oh my God.
That's for the viewers to discuss among themselves.
That's something I wanted to mention is that I do have a few more things to do, so I'd like to stay for the discussion, but I might drop to get something done, because it's
fine.
that and I got hit with a sudden wave of tiredness.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
I might join back in, even if it's like long after, and I'm sorry, but as for now, yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
See y'all later.
Talk to you
Thank
later.
you,
Yep, see ya.
guys. Hopefully, we'll get to do this again sometime soon. I hope you had fun, and
Yeah.
we will see you next time.
Hopefully
I
next
hope I haven't hurt
time we
anyone's
can.
feelings.
Hopefully we don't have to wait like months or whatever to do the next one.
Oh God, we're on hiatus again, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah! No, it's the hiatus from the hiatus, guys. The
How'd you
hiatus
like-
is on hiatus.
I heard you like hiatuses, so I gave you a hiatus with your hiatus.
Hiatusception.
Oh,
So,
God.
who thinks hiatus is an overplayed word that has too many syllables?
For every syllable in the word, you take a shot.
Fuck that. Also, I suck at syllables, and I don't have any rum.
Damn it.
But I will, because I intend on buying some rum.
Big mood.
I'm
Alright,
also going
boys,
to buy
take
some
care.
extra ciders to stick back
Thank
in the
you,
cupboard.
Bright.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Alright, since we're all kind of scattered about, I guess final thoughts are just not happening, so Harry, you can cut off now.
Yeah, I mean, we
But
kind of
before
already
Harry
talked about
cuts
that.
off, I have been Joe of Bootleg Raccoon. I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
you enjoyed. You can find me on Bootleg Raccoon on Twitch. I stream most days. I mostly play Foxhole. I'm
Fair
also not the only person. It's a group channel, so sometimes some people play Elder Scrolls, sometimes we do other stuff. We try and keep it around the 6th console generation of games. But we
Okay.
can do whatever because you're not my boss unless you pay me.
Fair enough. Alright, well, see you guys whenever we continue this. Hopefully in a week or so's time, but I don't know. I guess it's just
Alright.
whenever people are free.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, yep. See you
Peace
guys.
out, dudes.
Alright.